All right, Catamount fans, it keeps on getting better. Dalton 21, Carrollton 13. The Cats are now 12-0, and they move to the Final Four, the semifinals of state championship. We've got a lot to talk about last Friday's game and next Friday's game with Coach Bill Chappell. This is Erwin Mitchell, and I'll be back with Coach Chappell in a moment.
They say all interior design stands on carpeting. When you walk into a room and look down on a wear-dated carpet, that room starts looking up. Wear-dated carpet. If we're not standing behind it, you shouldn't be standing on it.
Hardwick Bank believes our customers should have a choice. That's why we're offering the new Smart Choice Loan and Hardwick Smart Equity Line. The new Smart Choice Loan has new fixed rate, new fixed term, no closing cost, using equity in your home. Pay off in set equal payments. Receive a Hardwick budget checking account for 24 months with no service or maintenance fee. The Hardwick Smart Equity Line is a personal line of credit using equity in your home. No closing cost. New rate with fixed term. Monthly payments based only on amount used. Receive a Hardwick budget checking account for 24 months with no service or maintenance fee. Use the equity in your home to make home improvements, purchase a new car, consolidate high-interest bills, pay for a college education, go on a dream vacation. Use it as you like. It's your choice. Visit one of Hardwick's 5 locations and select the right choice for you. This offer expires January 31st, 1994. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Phone 278-3030. Shaw Industries is proud to be a sponsor of the Bill Chappell Show exclusively on your official hometown TV station, Falcon Cable TV 6.
All right, Bill Chappell, now, I don't know what to say except what a game and what a team.
Erwin, the bad thing about that ball game is that we can't enjoy it any longer than just one day.
Oh, I'm still enjoying it, Coach.
I can't, because we got to get ready for one even tougher. If we reflect too far back and stay on that game too long as coaches and players, then Central of Thomasville come right in here and just clean us out, because we got to get busy. We got to get to work on them. But that was a great football game. Carrollton and Dalton both made far too many mistakes, but thank goodness it was equal, that they made them and we made them too. And we made ours in the first half with our fumbles, and they made theirs in the second half, and so it balanced out pretty good. But Carrollton had a tremendous football team, and our kids played as well as we could play. We played with intensity. We played with enthusiasm. If you just name somebody in the lineup, they had a great game.
You had a whole field full of heroes.
That's right. Anybody that played had a great game, and they really are a team.
Yeah.
And these kids care so much for each other, particularly our senior class. If there's any jealousy among them, I've never noticed it. They really love one another, and they care for one another. And of course, the coaches love the players, and the players, I hope, love the coaches. And it's just been a great season so far, and we're not ready to stop.
It's the happiest group of players we've had some time. I mean, they always have got a positive attitude. But back to this game Friday night. Now, we knew that Carrollton had a great defensive team, and they did have a great defensive team. But this was a defensive game, wasn't it, Coach?
Surprisingly, you score 21 and 13 points. Usually when you think of a defensive game, you got a 0 in there somewhere, but both teams played great defense.
Well, if anybody says that a defensive struggle cannot be exciting, they weren't there Friday night.
Oh, that's the truth. But Carrollton got their points. They got a field goal off of the intercepted pass. They picked the fumble up for a touchdown, so that's 10 of their 13 points. They drove for 1 field goal. And then our points, we had to drive and get them, but except for the last touchdown, when they did the onside kick, you see. And then the 2 points we got off the safety, tremendous punt by Jay Dukes right down to the 1-yard line, and I'm glad he caught it, but I really felt sorry for the young man, because I'm sure he had no idea where he was.
Old Jay's leg was lively Friday night.
He did a great job of kicking. He missed a couple of field goals, and he missed an extra point, but he did what needed to be done, and he did a great job. Jay's done a great job all year.
Well, he timed it well when there was a little slow snap on that last field goal that was made, and Charlie Bethel put it on the
Well, you
tee.
know, Craig Cady had hurt his wrist, and Craig really was not supposed to have been snapping that one. And Bethel has done a tremendous job all year, and not only handling punts, but Bethel is he's a character receiver. He catches them when you really need them caught, and he doesn't have the blinding speed that you would really like as a receiver, but he's fast enough, and he does a good job, and he's a dependable blocker too. But Charlie's done a heck of a job handling the holding for extra points and field goals.
All right, not that we didn't have heroes on the offense, but special teams and defense, that was the keynote of the night, wasn't it, Coach?
Surely was, and you know, Irwin, the thing is that as great as we played Friday, we've got to come back now Saturday. It'll be Saturday night. And we got to come back Saturday and play better. But that's the way it should be. When there's only 4 teams left, you can't let down. You got to do better than you did the week before, because the competition is better. Well, you know what? Central Thomasville got to do better too.
That's exactly right. And I tell you, this team has made a believer out of a lot of people, including me. And I'm seeing players that have done well all year, but are really getting to the peak when you need it, as you play these good teams. Kevin Carpenter had a career night last Friday. Jason Hyde just keeps on getting better.
Getting better and better.
Yeah. And this defensive secondary, and my goodness, Craig Cady and the rest of those down linemen just had tremendous games.
Well, the fumble in the overtime when Bo Hammock came up and hit that run.
Yeah.
That kid had no choice but to fumble.
No, I thought that fumble was going to go out of the end zone. It just popped out of there.
That
like
was a tremendous lick, and as long as we can play like that, then we're going to be all right.
All right, Coach. Well, it was a great win. The town hasn't settled down from it yet, but they're going to have to.
Well, the assistant coaches have done such a great job this year preparing the team each week for these games, and the kids have been so receptive to the plans and getting and carrying them out in the ball game, and it's just been a tremendous year. Regardless of what happens from here on out, it's been just a tremendous year, and it's a year that I'll never forget because of the kids that are playing out there and the attitude that has been on that field and in that field house, and it's just been a lot of fun. Yeah. It's just been an awful lot of fun.
Yeah, and back to other spectacular happenings Friday night. I don't know whether you could see, as we cut up in the stands, when that pass was intercepted at the end of the game, and that fellow was headed for a touchdown, and Benjamin Conkey, I don't think he had the angle, but he just outran him.
Benji's fast.
Yeah.
Benji is. Benji has better speed than people think, and that kid will probably get teased an awful lot by being caught by Benji, you know. But Benji is a competitor. Well,
I think we need to call old Benji from now on Mercury McConkey, name him after the most fleet-footed of all.
He did a great job, and that saved a touchdown. And our defense goes in there, and then they could not move the football, so they had to get a field goal out of it. Of course, it tied the game 13-13. We had it won. They had it won. We had it won. They had it won. We had it won. It bounced back and forth, but we came back in that first overtime, and offensively we couldn't move the football. And they moved to their 49. So they had us the first half by penetration there. And then in the second half of the overtime, when Bo put the lick on that number 7, and we recovered the fumble, and we went past the 50, so we had them beat then in overtime right there on penetration. But then when we punted down to the 1, and you know, when you look at the tape, it looks like we had a safety right there.
Well, it looked like it from the stands.
Yeah, it looks like the kid never got out of the end zone. It's awfully close. But then on the first play, they try to run a sweep, and mishandled the pitch, and boy, it's 15-13 now.
Yeah.
And then they have the onside kick.
When it got 15-13, you left playing that chess game and went back to real football again, did you?
Well, then they got the onside kick to us, and we knew they were going to try the onside, so we put in what we call the good hands people. to handle the ball. And Ricky Hamiltree did a great job of recovering it there for us. And then our kids were so pumped up, and I'm sure their kids were kind of down a little bit, and so we went right down and scored. But to tell you the honest truth, it was 1 minute and 11 seconds to go, and I think they had 1 timeout left. And I really, really didn't want to score. I just wanted to kill the clock right down there and not even kick off again.
Just keep the ball.
But the kids wanted to score, so we scored, and everything worked out the way it should. The good guys won.
All right. Well, the people that on our side of the field were excited when the game was over. No one was leaving.
You know, I hope they come back Saturday just the way they left Friday night, because it's probably been since the 70s since I heard that much noise behind me. We used to have that kind of spirit all the time, and
well, it's spectacular. It's carried on into the community since Friday night. That's all I've been hearing wherever I've gone.
It seemed like that we got too used to winning, probably, and got a little complacent. And our kids need that. Our kids need that encouragement. And so I think it's good for the whole area. I think it's good for the county schools, Murray County or Ringgold, that they can see the enthusiasm there. And it would make them want to be part of it, too. I think it's great for the whole area.
Well, of course, you know, Bill Hartman in Channel 5 out of Atlanta was up here, and he wasn't up here just to get a few plays and get back to Atlanta early. He stayed the whole time, interviewed it after the end of the game, and I rushed back after the game was over to see what he had to say, and I thought he summed it up pretty well.
Well, you know, he was here that afternoon, too.
Yeah.
So he spent he was impressed with Dalton.
and he referred to that as being high school football at its best.
Good.
And that's exactly what it was. Well, the best is yet to come next Friday night, Coach, so we're going to have to come back and talk about that at the end of the show. So we'll take a break now.
All across America, people are working to build their dreams, their futures. Your independent insurance agent understands the need to protect those hopes and dreams. We help protect millions of homes, autos, and lives, and more businesses and employees than anyone else. To protect your hopes and dreams, see your independent insurance agent. It pays to make the independent choice.
It pays to see Pruden and Brooks. Call 278-1149.
The Green Spot at 309 West Emory Street has been your grocery shopping choice in the same location for 34 years. The meat department at the Green Spot has the freshest meats hand-cut daily and never prepackaged. The produce department at the Green Spot is second to none for freshness and service. The Green Spot specializes in personal service and customer satisfaction. Your complete one-stop grocery store is the Green Spot on West Emory Street, open 6 days a week.
There's a carpet sale underfoot with savings so big you'll want to kick up your heels. But don't worry, partner. The carpet is made with Anso Crush Resistor Nylon, the fashionable fiber for your walk of life. And hers, too. Anso Crush Resistor, the most fashionable fiber underfoot.
Carpets of Dalton. For the best prices on the biggest selection of floor coverings, exit 135, under the big sign in Dalton, Georgia.
Now, Coach Ron Slopes is one of the scouting team for the year, and you and Matt Land and Brian Edwards, I believe, have been scouting all year, and you obviously have done your job because here we are 12-0. Here we're 12-0, Ron. So now, you were down in South Georgia last Friday.
Yes, sir. We were down there Central Thomasville in Peach County. Central Thomasville did come out victorious. It was a good game, and the score didn't really look that good. It was a 10-point win, but it went all the way down to the last 3 minutes of the game. It could have went either way. They're fast, not very big. They should compare real well with us, with our size, but their quickness is good. They'll get after you. Their offensive line comes off the ball hard, low. They really come off and get after you.
They were playing a good team too, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Peach County's real good. They got, well, 2 or 3 people who will go Division I. And, you know, with their defensive end, who's top 11 in Georgia, I mean, just a really good defensive unit that Peach County had on the field, and they just really worked them over.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, of course, they're coming off a state championship, so I imagine that they're wanting mightily to repeat as state champions.
Yeah, we're going to stop that, hopefully.
All right. All right. Tell us something about their kicking game.
The kicking game, they got a kicker, really good kicker. He'll put it in the end zone 4 out of 5 times, and if it don't go in the end zone, it's going to go to the 1 or 2. They got a decent punter, and he can place the ball. They punted the ball inside the 10 when we saw him Friday, and then I saw it again on the film where he can just pooch the ball up there. Good placement on the ball. And then they're the return teams. They got a kid number 10 who can just flat fly. Real fast kid. And again, the blockers will get after you, and he'll find his way through there.
Okay. All right. Now, offensively, they got a variation of the veer.
Yeah, they run it out of split backfield. They'll run the pro set, but with a split backfield, and they'll run the outside veer. They run it real well. The quarterback, if the end takes the dive, then the quarterback just loops it right around the end and goes straight upfield instead of stretching it out. And he'll pitch the ball 5 yards downfield. He'll go ahead and pitch it.
All right. They just got a lot of speed.
Yeah.
A lot of speed.
Quarterback's fast, and the two running backs are really fast.
And the defensive line of scrimmage quick and fast too.
Yeah, quick. They get to the ball. They shoot gaps and just penetrate.
All right, Coach. Well, it has the making of another barn burner then on Harmon Field Saturday night, right?
Oh yeah, looking at a good game Saturday.
Yeah. Well, you missed a good one. I know you hated to miss these good wins we've had, but your job is to get ready to win the next one, and I know you've done your job, and let's take what you've learned and put it to work, and let's win Saturday night.
Let's see what we can do.
All right.
That's Mommy's little sweetheart.
Now there's a new Stainmaster carpet that handles foot traffic like never before. New Stainmaster Extra Life.
Kevin Henry, honor student, athlete, and survivor. He shouldn't have even lived through the car accident, and for 40 days, he lay in a coma, his lungs damaged and his legs burned and broken. But even before Kevin came to, his family knew that in time and with therapy, Kevin would recover. Thanks to the most complete range of hospital services in North Georgia at Hamilton Medical Center in Dalton. Now Kevin's back on the move from an accident he barely survived.
All right, we're going to go to the film of a spectacular contest, and it really was spectacular. And tonight we've got David Evans, the offensive coordinator, and Bill McManus, the defensive line coach. And Bill, I'm going to start with you because this game was a game of two great defensive teams, was it not?
Well, it was a great struggle. I'll tell you, when it gets to, this time of the year, you got to play great defense to stay in there. And I think our kids, we're just pleased that with the effort and tenacity and the heart that our kids showed offensively and defensively Friday night. Because when it gets down to this level, I tell you, both sides of the ball have to function. And I think that Friday night we did. And hopefully we can repeat that again this coming Saturday.
Well, I think you're right. It was a team. But I don't know that I've ever seen a Dalton team rise to the occasion as many times as our team did last Friday night. It looked like the game was lost a couple of times, but somehow or another, offensively and defensively, we just pulled it out and to a tremendous win. David, you've been around a long time too. That's one of the better ones, isn't it?
That certainly was a classic Friday night. Speaking of defenses, Carrollton came in here with a great defense. It was a struggle for us offensively to get a yard. It was to the point there at one time we had to throw to get 1 yard, and certainly turnovers was a key in that game. Mistakes depends on where they happen and when they happen. We made ours early, and they made theirs late, and it cost them the ball game.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Jeff Green has said, I believe, that this was about as strong a team as he's played in his 4 years. And you know, religiously they try to batter old Jeff, and they were hard hitting out there Friday night.
Absolutely. Jeff has had a great career at Dalton High School, and he's speaking from experience. He said they were good. He's absolutely right. And they were big, they were strong, they were well coached, and I counted at least 5 defensive players on Carrollton that could probably play in SEC football.
And probably will. And now the folks are going to get to who weren't there, and I don't know whether there was any. I haven't found anybody who wasn't there. But for anybody who wasn't, you've got some highlights to show them of that great game.
And it's going to get better next Friday, Irwin. That team coming here next week be a little bit better and a little more exciting.
All right. Well, and let us be a little bit better and a little more exciting. And let's go get them Thomas Central and get down to the finals. Thank you, fellas.
They say all interior design stands on carpeting. When you walk into a room and look down on a wear-dated carpet, that room starts looking up. Wear-dated carpet. If we're not standing behind it, you shouldn't be standing on it.
Continental Products on Bonnie Oaks Drive is committed to service and is the largest in-stock film packaging distributor in the Southeast. Continental Products has qualified professional warehousemen and provides the best service, quality, and competitive pricing possible. Continental Products has whiff packaging conversion machines and a wide variety of specifically engineered packaging and textile products based on tomorrow's technology today with a large modern fleet. Continental Products now has a new line of packaging containers for the adhesive industry. Continental Products is truly committed to service.
At BASF, we help make carpet more colorful, more durable, more valuable for your home team. At BASF, we don't make the carpet, we make it better.
Well, Coach, it was a classic football game Friday night, wasn't it?
It sure was. I tell you, it's of course, like you see right here, we won the toss and elected to kick off or defer, and they wanted the ball. You see Jay Dukes getting one through the end zone. Jay did a great job Friday night of kicking the ball, and it was a big factor in the football game. Carrollton was big and strong and fast, and you can see there Craig Cady coming in and knocking the quarterback down after he loses the hand on the ball to come out and try to run a quick screen. Good pursuit by a number of Catamount there, John Fordham, Kevin Carpenter. They were guilty of clipping. Come back and try to toss sweep. I tell you, this number 7 was a good, hard runner. But again, we had a lot of people around the ball Friday night, and that was a big telling factor in stopping their offense in key situations. Forced them in the punt, and their boy did an off and on good job of punting the other night. Got some good ones off and got some poor ones, and that was not one of his better ones.
Okay, Dalton takes over, and here's Benji to the right, and he's throwing complete out there to Ryan Millingham. Correct, that's John Fordham. Here's Benji again, trying to hit John Fordham, and good defense, but I believe they're going to be called for pass interference. So that's going to give Dalton the first down. Here's Benji back again, throwing, and Benji got pressure all night because Carrollton was big and tall. What surprised me was the height of him. So Jay Dukes then for try a field goal, and he's going to nail it through there, and Dalton takes the lead 3-0.
Get a picture of the fans that came out Friday night, and we really appreciated them. Jim McClure and the band, the cheerleaders, you know, they did a great job. Another Jay Dukes kick to the end zone, making him start on the 20. Very dangerous return, people. We come back and they try to run a sweep, and Kevin Carpenter, I think, is going to be knocking through. You see a replay of it here. Good job right here. Good job by our end. Good job by our corner. Strong safety, George Woods. They come up here and they try to run a option play. Jason High, Craig Cady coming in to finish him off, and Heath Patterson did a great job of taking the pitch man out right there. They come back, give us a little motion. Again, I thought Friday night we got a good pass rush, good coverage there by Kevin Carpenter. We'd look for that delay route. They had been very successful for years. Forcing him to punt. This time he gets off a low punt, but it's very deep.
Here's a critical play for us. We made a mistake. We fumbled the football, and their end, number 24, picks it up and running in for the touchdown. And Carrollton takes the lead there, 7-3. But it was an early mistake in the game, Coach, and we were able to overcome it.
Yes. Okay, this boy they have, he was a good kicker. And you see right here, John Fordham on the return. I think we're going to get it out a little bit past the 20.
Here's Benji again, coming around right in and throwing out there incomplete, trying to hit John Fordham. Bring a 4th down. Jay Dukes in the punt.
This is Jay's first punt. It was not a good punt. His only bad punt of the night, I think. Here you go. We're putting pressure on him. He breaks the containment down, and boy, you're going to see a couple. Well, they missed a lick right there. Coach McClurg, you see him. He's letting them know about it too. They knock us down on the corner right here, and that's the end of the first quarter. You see 7-3. Right here is very critical because Carrollton's in a position to, if they can score a touchdown right here and they're deep in our territory, they could really put a lot of pressure on us. But defensively, we rise to the occasion, force them to try a field goal, and Ford punches it through there, so it's 10-3, and we're a touchdown down now.
Here's Carrollton kicking off, and John Fordham receives the kickoff. Carrollton does a good job of covering. Here's Benji back throwing. He's going to try to go deep for John Fordham, incomplete. Benji again back to throw. Trying to hit our fullback, and that's incomplete. Bring up 4th down, and Jay Dukes in to punt.
Jay gets his foot into that one. And we're going to get some good coverage. They're going to clip us right there. You can see, not only was it a clip, it was a really good hold, tackle. That was rather an obvious one. There wasn't much argument on that one. So Carrollton takes the ball over, and they run a little trap. This is actually, they just got through running the trap to the other side and had success with it, and they came back with it. Same play to the other side and picked up good yardage. Again, Carrollton on the move, running a big tailback, quick and strong, try to come out on the option play right here and pick up 3 or 4 yards. A lot of red shirts in on the play. Again, a lot of good team defense here. Yeah. Good play there. Good job by a number of catamounts. Kevin Carpenter are in. We force a little fumble right here, but they get on it. First half, we had a couple of fumbles there, and they tried to run a fake kick, and we were kind of looking for it, and they came very close to getting it. But they're going to come up about 1.5 feet short. So
Benji back throwing complete out there to Charlie Bethel. Good catch there by Charlie. Benji again back to throw. Going deep this time for Fordham, incomplete. Benji again back to throw. Throwing complete this time to Ryan Middlehan, and then we fumble the football. Another miscue.
Goes back to them. They tried a big fullback up the middle again on the trap, and good job there by the middle of the Catamount line. And Craig Cady coming in to finish it off. Again, we had good coverage downfield, good pressure on the quarterback. George Woods coming up and making a hit on and they tried a little screen play right here, and Peter Putnam right there read it all the way and made the stop. That was a big play by Peter. And see good pressure put on the quarterback there, and good job of pursuing. Darby McCamey in the crowd. Again, good pressure. Jay Dukes and Darby McCamey again. Blake Smith did a great job all night long. That's the end of the first half, and we're down by 7 points. We're back in a few minutes to take a look at the second half highlights.
His
childhood will have so many ups and downs. And these stairs will hold a lot of memories. But you won't find little mementos in the carpet, because carpet of Trevera polyester has stain resistance that won't wear off in heavy traffic. It's built for beauty that lasts.
Eric!
So chances are,
Just don't understand.
your patience will wear thin long before Trevera does. Of course, one day he'll find himself. When he does, find him a place of his own. For carpet that can take anything. Well, almost anything. Trevera.
'Twas the month of Christmas, and in everyone's house, sports fans were gathered and watching Sports South. There were shows which chatted about NBA teams, and in Atlanta, Uncaged Hawks then lit up the screens. There were editions of swinging, of dancing, and slapping, plus a whole lot of college hoop on Sports South was a happening. Sports like hockey, soccer, and football were in sight. Sports South's December. To all, a good sports night.
At BASF, we help make carpet more colorful, more durable, more valuable for your home team. At BASF, we don't make the carpet, we make it better.
Okay, starting the second half, Carrollton is kicking off. Dalton's trailing 10-3, and we must score here. There's Ty Macon. Gets good return back up to the Dalton 38-yard line. Here's a replay again. Good kickoff return by Ty Macon. Ty plays defense, plays offense. Mr. Utility Man makes a good run here. So we have excellent field position. Here we go with Jose around left end. He's going to pick up a couple of yards. There's Benji going to the right. He's going to throw a good ball. Good catch by Ryan Middleham. That was 3rd and 9. Give us a first down. Here's Benji around left end, and we're going to get about 5 yards there. Good defense by Carrollton all night. Here's a big play. Good read by Benji, and Jeff breaks tackle. About a 20-yard run. Going to take it down to about the 3-yard line. Big play here. Big play. There's Jeff Green breaking 1, 2, 3. Jeff broke 3 tackles to take it down to the 3-yard line. So we have 1st and goal. There's Benji around left end. A great run there by Benji. That's going to make it 9-10. Here's Benji again, a replay for the touchdown. Big extra point coming up. Jay Duke, Charlie Bethel did a great job of holding the ball all night for the snaps and field goals. So the score is tied 10-10.
Oh, Jay getting a foot in the ball. I think this one's going to come up a little bit short. Knocks it down, but it was ended across that line. There's another shot of our cheerleaders. We appreciate all their efforts. There's Percy Harrison. Oh, Percy had a good game Friday night. I tell you, Percy, he's a man.
And then some, Coach.
And then some, that's right. They come back, we get pressure right here. Again, we flush them out, and then Darby McCamey finishes him off. So we force him to punt. A little wobbly punt, but we filled it in good field position.
Here's Benji back, throwing complete to Ryan Millingham. Good catch, a good run afterward. Here's Jose around left end. He's going to pick up 2-3 hard yards there. Carrollton's defensive ends were really, really tough. Here's Benji back again, throwing complete. Great catch out there. Like Charlie Bethel there, catching that ball. Big defensive play by them. 4th down. Jay Duke's in. A little wide to the left.
Carrollton takes it over again on their, this is actually the upfield a little bit more. It's a great run. We really thought we had him in the backfield on this, and the boy makes a great run, runs through a couple of tackles, and I think Bo Hammock has to make a saving tackle right here. Bo's played just great football for us all year long. Come up, John Fordham. They throw it to the big split end. Coach McClure there urging the troops on. And we need something big happen here. We get good pressure, and boy, big loss. You can see here again, just can't say enough about the pressure. Percy Harrison, Craig Cady, Blake Smith, all the people, all our young men, the effort they gave on rushing the passer. And we forced them to punt. We're going to do a good job of fielding the ball back around about 20-yard line.
Here's Benji back throwing complete to John Fordham for a 6-yard gain. So that ends the third quarter. Fourth quarter. Here's Benji back to throw. And throw deep. John Fordham, incomplete.
Lee Duke's punting again. They have to fair catch it. They come back and they throw it. They try to do a toss sweep. Good defense there. There's a shot of our fans again. Like I say again, thanks to all the people who came out. Great play by Craig Cady. All the students and the adults, the alumni people came out and watched this great pass defense there by Bo Hammock. Forced them to punt. But we appreciate them coming out, and the students, they were excited. It was just a whole big event.
Here we go again. Here's Benji pitching to Jose. And get about a 5-yard gain on that one. Benji back throwing complete to John Fordham. Run a little draw here with Jeff Green. I think he's going to pick up the first down on this. Benji back throwing. Going to hit Charlie Bethel. Charlie makes a good run after getting hit very hard. Here's Benji again. Throwing to Ryan Middleham. Good catch by Ryan. Benji again to the right. Try to throw back to his left. They had it well covered. He's going to scramble for a few yards. I say a few yards because I tell you it was tough getting 1 yard there. So we appreciate any yard we get. Here's Benji again. Drops back to throw, but good defense by Carrollton. Jay Dukes in. Field goal. Great job there by Charlie Bethel. Big play there by Charlie, and Jay nails this one through. So Dalton takes the lead, 13-10.
I tell you, had to be impressed by Carrollton's defensive backs with closing speed, Coach. You know, that a lot of times there we thought we had people open, and boy, they could really close on the football. They get a return on the kickoff. They do a good job. They fumble the football, and Catamounts are going to recover.
Big play there defensively, so we have the ball in good field position. Here's Benji back to throw. He's trying to go deep. Incomplete to John Fordham. Benji again back to throw. Incomplete, trying to hit Ryan Middleham. So we're going to bring in Jay Duke, try another field goal. This one comes up short.
You'll see right here a great interception by Kevin Carpenter. And Kevin's going to return about an 8-yard return. Again, they try to hit us right there in a little slant seam right there, and Kevin had dropped right into the right correct zone, and we're back in business again.
Here's Benji back to throw. And the ball deflected at the line of scrimmage, and number 8 picks it off, and you can see that Benji McConkey makes a heck of an effort right here to knock him out on about the 15-yard line.
Right here, they try to run it. They run a little counter sweep. Boy, you're going to see Jason Hyde and Marcel Anderson came up and contained it and turned it in, and Jason Hyde knocks him down. That's a critical 3rd down and 5 play. Force him into trying to field goal, and he knocks it through, and it ties the game at 13-all. So you can see with 1 minute and 14 seconds, it's now 13-13. They come back and they kick it deep and kick off, and we have a little trouble picking up, getting the handle on it, and as a result, we get the ball only back to the 18. So the better part of valor is to let the clock run out and go into overtime. So we'll be back in a minute to look at the overtime.
We ran a test on our carpet. Actually, we walked it 50,000 foot treads. And we proved that Anso Crush Resistor still looked good because Anso Crush Resistor bounces back. But when you come into the showroom, you may want to bring some test equipment of your own. Anso Crush Resistor, the carpet that bounces back.
The Cope Company's quality comes first. Cope Machinery Company, providing precision work with computer-aided manufacturing, giving you the versatility needed for today's manufacturing, including the carpet and carpet-related industries. Cope Brothers Construction, general contractors for all your industrial, mechanical, commercial, and residential construction needs. Cope Pool Builders, quality work building all types of swimming pools, commercial and residential, including full-service maintenance. All major brands, pool equipment, spas, chemicals, and replacement parts. For all your construction, pool, and machinery needs, call the Cope Companies today, 226-0989.
His childhood will have so many ups and downs. And these stairs will hold a lot of memories. But you won't find little mementos in the carpet, because carpet of Trevera polyester has stain resistance that won't wear off in heavy traffic. It's built for beauty that lasts.
Eric!
So chances are,
You just don't understand.
your patience will wear thin long before Trevera does. Of course, one day he'll find himself. When he does, find him a place of his own. For carpet that can take anything. Well, almost anything. Trevera.
Okay, starting the overtime, I think Carrollton has won the toss. They defer, and so Dalton will receive starting the overtime. Of course, you have 2 5-minute periods overtime, and based on penetration or score. Here's Ty Macon receiving that kickoff. Gets that back to the 20. Benji's back to throw. Gonna throw incomplete. Trying to hit Ryan Middleham. And we have to bring in Jay Dukes. So our first position, we didn't get too much.
Boy, Jay really hits a boomer. Goes over the boy's head, and it's going to back them up deep in their territory, around their 30-yard line. It's about a 50-yard kick. They come out, try the toss sweep. Again, number 7, he's putting on the afterburners here, and they knock us down on the corner. And there's a negative play there. Try to pull out too quick. They're in motion. They're in. Again, they were kind of in motion there. They got a little bit anxious. They come back and try to run a little waggle pass. Again, we get some pressure from the corner and good coverage downfield, and we tackle them for about a 1-yard loss. So we force him to punt. Low driving punt, and Ryan Middleham makes the catch.
So we got the ball. Remember now that they beat us on that first penetration to the 46-yard line. Starting the second period overtime, we had to kick off.
All right, and there you go. We're down there covering. Defensively, we need a big series. And, boy, number 7 rips it right here. But we knock him down after about a 16-yard gain. And then, boy, we pop him. The next time he carries the ball, and Blake Smith makes a big recovery. And it sets us up, and we're ready to go with 3:06 to go.
Okay, remember Carrollton's ahead right now by penetration, but here's Benji cutting back. He's going to get 3 yards. They got to their own 46. Of course, we need to penetrate the 50-yard line. It's 49.
Big play in the game here.
Big punt there by Jay Duke.
The young man makes a bad decision. And, boy, I thought we had him for a safety there, but they ruled him down on a 1-yard line, or actually about the 1-foot-yard line.
Coach, I think on our penetration, we did penetrate, so right now we were ahead.
Right, on penetration. They come out and try a toss sweep, and boy takes his eye off of it and gets some people back there, and we knock him out the back of the end zone. See there, same play they've been running. He goes out of bounds, and right then and there, it's a safety. So the Catamounts go up by 2 points. See Bo Hammock, he's excited. Our fans are our band. Great job of our band again. I tell you, they did a great job Friday night, and Jim McClure, we really appreciate them.
So they're going to try the onside kick here. We got our good hands people in there, and I don't know who that was, Coach, but that was great hands.
I think that was Hammondtree, Coach.
All right, so all we want to do now is run the clock out. Here's Benji making a heck of a run. going to carry it down about to 1 yard line there, and we didn't anticipate that. We thought we were just going to run the score, run the timeout, but we're down there on the 1 yard line, and we're going to quarterback sneak. Benjamin McConkey takes it in. So the score is 20-13. And Jay Duke's coming in. Our extra point goes wide, so we're still not out of the fight yet because they could return it all the way and tie the game up.
By the way, that was Jay. Jay had hit 44 straight, I think, until that one. But now he booms that one through the end zone, getting shot of our fans. They were fired up. We were fired up. They come back. Quarterback pulls it down, starts to run. Jay Dukes is going to strip the ball away from the quarterback, and I think Blake Smith recovers. So there we are with less than a minute to go, and all we got to do now is run the clock out. 2, 1, 0.
And we live the fight again, Coach.
That's right. Next Saturday night, we'll be back on Harmon Field playing Thomas County Central. Hope to see everybody there, because we're going to need your support, need your enthusiasm. And one of our old alumni there, David Middleton.
I tell you, this one coming up next Saturday, they're a little bit better, a little bit faster, so it's going to make another classic there at Harmon Field.
That's right. James did a good job there. Shot of James Couch. James has been a great surprise this year. He's done a great job for us defensively. Yeah. Excitement. Good job there. You see all the fans out there, they're just enjoying the moment. It's what you got to do. Not many people get this far.
That's right, Coach. You know, the experiences those young men experienced Friday night, money can't buy it, and a lot of people wish they could have that experience, but a lot of sacrifice, blood, and sweat gone into that experience that you just can't find every day in life.
That's right. It's good to see those, our ex-players there. They give us support, and they'll always be a part of our program, and always going to be there. We really appreciate them coming back and lending their support, because they've been there just like our guys have, and they've had opportunities just like these kids have, and there's a great moment right there. There's Peter Putnam and his.
Your friends and neighbors at Dalton Whitfield Bank and Trust invite you to call or come by and talk to one of our friendly account representatives about our full range of deposit and loan services at competitive rates. There's no service charge for regular checking accounts maintaining an average balance of $500 in your checking account, and no service charge for Classic Club checking accounts for people 50 years of age or older. There's no limit on the number of checks you write, no charge for ATM transactions, plus checks and deposit tickets are returned to you with your monthly statement. So come on in, and while you're at Dalton Whitfield Bank and Trust, discover how easy and convenient it is to have your Social Security or payroll check deposited directly into your account at Dalton Whitfield Bank and Trust. For more information about our services, call 226-1500. That's 226-1500. Or come by Dalton Whitfield Bank and Trust on the corner of Thornton and Morris Street. Dalton Whitfield Bank and Trust, what you want a bank to be. Member FDIC.
That's Mommy's little sweetheart.
Now there's a new Stainmaster carpet that handles foot traffic like never before. New Stainmaster Extra Life. Only from DuPont.
At Carpets of Dalton, we're rebuilding. That's right, we're rebuilding our galleries and our furniture showroom, but don't wait on a new showroom.
We have thousands of square feet of quality name brand furniture, with new orders arriving daily.
So during our warehouse showroom sale, you can save on floor samples and all the custom orders.
So for quality and value, don't forget
Carpets of Dalton, exit 135, under the big sign in Dalton, Georgia.
All right, Coach, now, this Friday, we've got the defending state champions coming to Harmon Field. And they're coming on a roll. And I know you've had a chance to begin to look at the film on them, so tell us something about them.
Exceptionally quick. Their line of scrimmage comes off the football better than anybody I've seen all year. it looks like just a wave coming off. They're not big, just average-sized kids for a lineman. They have one lineman that's probably over 200 pounds, but the rest of them in the 180, 85, 90 range. But they are so quick coming off that football. They run a split back veer, and those backs, they don't ever raise up. They just come right out of their stance and come right at you. Everybody in the lineup is fast, but that goes with the area where they're coming from. But defensively, that's what they do offensively. They run a split back veer, and they throw the ball pretty good too. But they don't run many plays. By that I mean many different plays. Everything's pretty simple, but they execute real well because of repetition. Defensively, they run a 4-4. They'll stack their linebackers. They'll shift the line of scrimmage. When the quarterback goes underneath the center, they'll shift some. But here again, they're not real big on defense, but they're awfully quick. And if they have a weakness on defense, it's probably in their secondary. The people up front and the linebackers are real good. And they all run to the ball real well. So
I imagine they're quick enough to put up a good pass rush on.
Oh, yeah, they're awful quick. And then they'll blitz their linebackers, and they'll blitz their outside linebackers. And sometimes they'll have 8 folks coming at you at one time. So they're going to fill all the gaps. And they just do a heck of a job. And they execute both offensively and defensively. They're well coached, got good talent. And size-wise, we'll probably match up with them better than anybody we've matched up with in the playoffs. Speed-wise, no, but quickness, probably yes, in a small area. So it should be a good football game.
All right. Well, they've got to come from Thomas County up here, thank goodness. But it's going to be on Saturday night.
Saturday night.
All right, at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Now, Coach, you going to change anything this week, or have you decided, since you've got an extra day before you kickoff time?
Yeah, we'll probably give our kids some rest Monday. Now, by that I mean we'll just go out and
I imagine they're still sore from Friday night.
We need to work the soreness out of them, I'm sure. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be work days, and then of course Friday is rehearsal. But we're looking forward to it. We're just happy as the dickens to be here. We're looking forward to it, and it's a real reward for these young folks that have worked so hard this season. And I just hope they're willing to work a little harder for this week and hopefully next week.
Well, I'm sure they will. That's what they've done all year. And so go get them ready, Coach, and let's have another win Friday night.
We're going to do our best, Erwin.
All right.